Holy cow. Welcome to Donnie's Hangout Adventures. And, I'm doing much better. It's been really tough. It's going to be a rough Christmas, but I'm going to make the most out of it. I'm not going to wallow in my self-pity and all that. It's going to be a rough Christmas. We are going to make the best out of Christmas, because, Dad, passed away earlier this year. That was already going to make, the holidays a little bit tougher. That first Thanksgiving, that first Christmas, without having a loved one is usually the hardest. And then time goes on, as the years goes on, you pretty much get adjusted to it. I mean, you're always going to miss them. But, it's that first Thanksgiving and Christmas that always, makes it incredibly tough. And so it was going to be a rough holidays anyway, but with this going on, it's even going to be more rougher because I'm not going to be able to see Mom. I'm not going to be able to talk to Mom. I'm not going to be able to tell her and wish her a Merry Christmas. I'm not going to be able to, quite frankly, my birthday, which is 3 days after Christmas, I'm not going to be able to hear that phone call from Mom wishing me a happy birthday or even being able to see her and her wishing me a happy birthday. So there's all that. So I'm doing much better, but I'm not.
Hi.
Yeah, my wife. She had to go to the bathroom. And so I'm doing a little better. I'm coping with it as best as I can. It's a little hard to do when you have a narcissist brother who was only in this for the money. As the Bible says, the money's the root of all evil.
The love of money.
The love of money is the root of all evil. Sorry,
It's okay.
Said it wrong. So that is actually true in the Bible. No question about it. It's not. My brother doesn't love my mom. Give me a break. He just doesn't want to live alone, and he wants Mom's money. That's pretty much
the control.
That's pretty much what it boils down to with him. That's all it boils down to, and to getting what he wants. Not in the best interest of Mom. Clearly not. It's never been about that. It's never been about that with him. Now, I have heard some other stuff, like Mom was upset about the apartment. I don't even understand what she means by that. That don't even make sense because brother has probably been telling her head full of lies. I'm sure of it. He's a narcissist. This is what they do. I don't even know what that means. Upset with the apartment? What? We were not living with my brother? Is that what she means? I don't know. It's a confusing and what? Yeah, and I heard that's another thing, and Mom got rid of me as POA, and now she signed over POA to brother. That makes no sense in and of itself. When I know I was lied by Ridgewood from the get-go, they didn't like me, but they liked my brother. Go figure. Makes a lot of sense in and of itself, doesn't it? Actually, no, it doesn't. She's clearly not of sound mind. Brother's only doing this out of spite because he can't stand me. He likes my wife probably even less than he likes me. I'm not sure. Maybe he likes me. Maybe that's a hard one to figure out who he likes less. Really is. And you know what? The New Year's coming. And
we're going to have a great year.
We're going to have a great year. We're going to totally move on from this. And the new year begins. We're just trying to get through the holidays, which, like I said earlier in the video, the holidays, the first year you lose a loved one is always rough. So that was always going to be a challenge. But now it's like I pretty much have lost Mom too, because I'm not going to be able to. She's alive, I think. But she's really not. If that makes any sense.
Who she was is gone.
Who she was, the essence of her being is pretty much gone. It's like a ghost. But that's pretty much gone. The Mom that I used to know is no more. That one's no more. I I'm not doing. Everybody says she's the victim. No, you can only play the victim so much. In her stroke, it's been 3 months, almost 3 months.
Only a couple people actually think she's a victim.
Yeah,
Most
only
other people.
only a couple people think that. When clearly, I don't buy that.
No,
I'm
me
not.
neither.
I'm not into to buying that at all. There's no way she's the victim. And brother says, "Well, mom hasn't disowned me." Yeah, she pretty much has.
If the stroke affected her that much, she could turn on Sean just as easy.
She could. That's even. No, I don't think that'll happen.
No.
That will not happen. I wish it would. And the only reason I'm doing these videos is to try to run interference. That's pretty much why the only reason I'm doing these videos is to run interference and to try to, I don't know, how am I going to put this?
Keep her safer. She is safer.
She's safer right
And her
now.
hygiene's better.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen her
It was, though.
for 3 weeks. So I don't even know.
It was before then.
The only reason I'm doing these videos is to run interference and maybe somebody higher up that knows what the hell they're doing and is not corrupt. Maybe they'll see this video and maybe they will stop something. That's pretty much the only reason I'm doing these videos, is to try to run interference enough and maybe something can be done. Her name, if you want to know, is Roberta Anderson. And of course, my brother's name, it's Sean Dane. So I just trying to run as much interference as possible. Maybe other people will hear this video and maybe they can help in some way. Help in some way by not helping him. That's what I'm trying to do. It's just trying to run interference. I know I can't do nothing. I know DHS was bought off by Ridgewood. I already know that. Ridgewood, for some unknown reason, was not on my side. They were on the brother side the entire time. Why? I don't know. Who knows at this point?
That's the thing.
Who knows at
We
this
never
point?
even got a fair chance. We're clean.
We never got.
We have our own rent covered. We're responsible.
Yep. We've been paying our rent, and this whole thing doesn't make sense. And I've been hearing rumblings because this is a small town. Word gets around fast because brother has a big mouth, bigger than anybody I know. He's been telling people he's going to take me to court for money that he stole when he should be responsible for that. I stole no money. Everything I bought with mom's money. It was to benefit her. I can prove that. So if brother wants to take me to court, he better be ready to face the consequences because I have all kinds of proof. I have proof that he don't even know about. So he better be prepared to face the consequences on that one because he won't win. And I just try to run interference. That's pretty much all I am doing. I hate doing these videos constantly. I'm just trying to... I know she disowned me. I get that. I'm just trying to protect her as much as I possibly can from a distance. That's pretty much what I am doing. That's pretty much what I am doing at this point, is trying to protect her from a distance. I was doing pretty good at it. Looking back, I don't know what I could have done. I don't think I could have really done anything because brother has been hatching plans. He was always 3 steps ahead of me. I could never at any point...
They're methodical. That's what it is. With narcissists, are very methodical.
There was nothing I could have done from the very start. If I would have found the POA papers on day 1, mom's stroke, wouldn't have mattered. It really wouldn't have mattered in and of itself.
She really shouldn't have ever set you as POA since she don't like your choices.
I guess she didn't like the choices I made, so she switched to POA. And I'm going to close this by saying there's not much I could have done when brother was always 3 steps ahead of me, it's almost like
So
he
I have
had
to say
a,
it, it's almost to me like it was all planned anyhow.
it sounds like it was planned, and also like he had a time machine. It really does, because he knew what I was going to do before I did it. That's a scary thought when you think about it. He knew what I was going to do before I knew I was going to do it. He was always 3 steps ahead, and anybody that has a narcissist family member, here's a bit of advice. Get as far away from it as possible.
If you can.
If you can. Because at some point in your life, they are going to fuck you one way or another. So get away from it as far as possibly as you can, if you can. That's all, folks.